After 15 years of friendship, she asked me to be her maid of honor, then handed me a bill for $800. Rachel and I had been best friends since middle school, so when she asked me to be her maid of honor at a coffee shop downtown, I literally squealed and hugged her so tight other customers started staring. We spent the whole afternoon looking at Pinterest boards and talking about dress colors. She kept saying how important it was that everything be absolutely perfect, because Kevin's family had money and she wanted to impress them. 2 weeks later, she texted me to meet her at the same coffee shop. This time, she seemed nervous, fidgeting with her engagement ring and ordering 3 different drinks before finally sitting down. She pulled out a folder from her purse and slid it across the table with this weird smile. "I made a breakdown of all the maid of honor expenses," she said casually, like she was discussing the weather. I opened the folder and nearly choked on my latte. Professional hair and makeup, $200. Designer dress that matched her exact vision, $350. Shoes, jewelry, and accessories, $150. Bachelorette party contribution, $100. The list went on and on. "Rachel, this is $800, I said, my voice probably sounding weird. She nodded enthusiastically. "I know it seems like a lot, but this is a once-in-a-lifetime event. Plus, Kevin's family is flying in from California, and I need everything to be Instagram perfect." I stared at the itemized list, feeling my stomach drop. I was working part-time at a bookstore and barely making rent on my tiny apartment. $800 was basically my entire month's salary. "I don't think I can afford all this," I told her honestly. Her face completely changed. "Are you serious right now? After everything we've been through, you're going to ruin my wedding over money?" She grabbed the folder back and stuffed it in her purse. "I should have known you'd find a way to make this about yourself." I tried explaining that I wanted to be there for her, but $800 was impossible for me. She rolled her eyes and said, "Maybe you should have thought about that before agreeing to be my maid of honor. This is what the job requires." The next day, I called my older sister Emma for advice. She listened to the whole story and then got quiet for a long time. Finally, she said, "That's not normal friendship behavior. Real friends don't charge you to be in their wedding." So I called Rachel and offered a compromise. I could do my own hair and makeup, find a cheaper dress in the same color, and skip the fancy accessories. She completely lost it, screaming that I was being selfish and cheap. "If you can't commit to doing this right, then don't do it at all," she yelled before hanging up. I spent the next week feeling horrible, wondering if I was being a bad friend. Then Emma showed up at my apartment with Chinese takeout and her laptop. "Let me show you something," she said, pulling up Rachel's Instagram. She was posting pictures of her other bridesmaids at expensive restaurants and spa days, all tagged with #bridesmaid treatment. "Look at the comments," Emma said. Every post had comments from the bridesmaids complaining about costs and asking Rachel to please consider their budgets. She was charging all 6 of us between $600 $900 each. She was treating her wedding like a business where we were paying customers instead of friends. That's when I found out the real truth from Kevin's cousin on Facebook. Kevin's family wasn't rich at all. His dad was a mechanic and his mom worked at a grocery store. Rachel had been lying about everything to justify her crazy expensive demands. The wedding happened without me.